Alright, this is a training video on how to increase your threads during sending. This is only for people who have contacted us and their mailing is taking longer than about 5 to 6 hours. Generally, to send out 5500 with the software, sending 15 messages every 1 minute, it's going to take about 5 hours to send that out. If it's taking a little longer than 5 hours, like 6, 7, 8, 9, if it's taking longer than 6 hours, this video is for you. What we're going to do is we're going to change our threads during sending first. And then if it's still slow, then what's probably happening is your computer is going to sleep. So the first thing I want you to check is I want you to go to your control panel, okay? And we're going to change the power options and make sure it never goes to sleep. So I'm going to find power options. It's usually under power options. Your control panel might look different in Windows 8. Look for something like hardware and then power options. Okay, and then find whatever power setting you have selected, and we want to change the plan settings. Again, your might look a little different than this depending on your version of Windows, but you'll be able to figure it out. Alright, and then when it's on the battery, we never want it to go to sleep, and when it's plugged in, we certainly don't want it to go to sleep either. So select never and then save. So that's the first thing. If your computer goes to sleep, all programs stop running. They will still stay in memory, but they stop running. So that's the first thing to check. The second thing is we're going to increase your threads during sending. So to do that, we need to save an option, okay? And to do that, we're going to go to this green bulk email manager. Now, folks, this is something that you normally don't need to go into. We just need to do this to change the setting from 1 thread to 15 threads. So I'm going to click on the bulk email manager, the little green robot. Okay, and this is only something you need to do one time. We're saving the setting. Once we're in the bulk email manager, I'm going to click on email queue. Alright, and that brings up our email queue. If there are no leads in here, what we need to do is we need to click the generate lead campaign emails button. Okay, that's going to at least populate this with some messages in here, because we have to have at least one message in here to click the open EMC mailer button. It's important to note, folks, that the reason you don't need to come into this green area anymore is because clicking this red radio tower button does all this for us and more. Okay, but we need to change this setting, and the setting I'm talking about here is, again, okay, I went into my bulk email manager, I clicked email queue, I made sure there's a message in here. If there's not, I clicked generate lead campaign emails, and then I clicked open EMC mailer. It's right here, right? The default of threads to send or threads to use during sending is set to 1. I want you to click that all the way down and select 15. Alright, and that's going to speed up your mailings. And then limit emails to send, set it to 1 because we're just saving the setting, and click start sending. Okay, now once it's done sending that one message, it's going to save this setting of 15. Alright, and that's what we're looking for. So once this is done sending, this will turn green, just that one message. And I click the start sending button. Alright. And the reason why it might be a little slower on some machines is, you know, your internet or things like that. It's not a big deal. But once it's done sending, go ahead and close this. Close the bulk email manager. Now, folks, that has been saved for us. So now you just go back to your regular routine, clicking this red radio tower button once a day. It will use 15 threads instead of 1. Alright, so it goes through, processes, bounces, generates, and now you can see it's actually saved this setting for us. So now I can use 15 threads when sending instead of 1, and that's going to also increase your sending. So if you have any problems with that, feel free to give us a call or send us an email, nate@myprovenway.com. Support number 701-428-1948.